Hey guys, Brenton Haynes here, and welcome back to the Investor Preview. Okay, so today is Saturday, April 18th. All right, so I was diving and doing some research for a client, and I was looking at a ton of just investment property over the last couple days and came across something that looked pretty interesting. Now, it's a light industrial building in Denver. Now, it's a little bit out of norm of what I look at. I'm a multifamily guy. I'm a long-term rental guy. But the numbers just really made sense. And it's kind of got a unique tenant, and I can't get too much in the specifics of it. But I want you to dive in. It's a $1,140,000 deal, and it really makes sense. So let's dive in. Let's look at this analysis I did on it really quick. I'm going to bring it up. We'll go through it. It'll be a short video, and if anyone's interested in this deal, you gotta move quick on it. I don't think it's going to last long. These numbers are really exciting to me. So let's dive in it. Let's check it out. All right, guys. So here we are. We are in our deal, and this is the analysis sheet that I use when I analyze property. Like I said earlier, I don't normally get into single tenant light industrial, but this property just made a lot of sense. So let's take a look at it and see what we got. Okay, so we have a gross income of $108,500. We have a building square footage of just about 5,400 square feet. Built in 1968, sorry. We have a average monthly rent of about just over $9,000, about $1.67 a square foot. Okay, I'm not using any expenses on this. This is an absolute net. There is no landlord responsibilities with this tenant. So tenant takes care of everything, pays property taxes, maintains the roof, the AC, everything, acts like they own it. So this deal, $1,140,000. It's actually a little bit more than that, but I'm just using round numbers just to make it simple. Okay, we're at 10.5 times the gross. We have a 9.5 cap rate. Okay, $211 a square foot. Now, like I said earlier, with this deal, there's no conventional financing. That has to do with the tenant type. Now, I'm not going to get into too many specifics about the tenant. It's not my listing, but it's just a really good deal that's out there. And I have a feeling this thing's going to be gone by the weekend. So $1,140,000. With this type of financing, hard money, private funding, I think the best that we could do, I called about 5 different companies that do this type of financing. Anywhere from 35 to 50%, so I'm in the 40% range, okay? $455,000 down, gives us a first loan of $685,000, okay? Here's our net operating income. I'm not using any vacancy whatsoever. The tenant has an 8.5-year lease. They just signed, renewed it, and added an additional 5 years. They have a 6% annual rent increase starting in January. And like I said, I'm not using any expenses whatsoever. Now, with hard money private funding, we're looking at like 10%. Okay, I think that's a good conservative rate that's out there. Things are going from like 9 to 12. I threw in 10. I think this deal really, people would really want to jump on and offer something in that range. Okay. So our debt service now, my analysis sheet always does principal and interest. Some of these companies will be interest only, due and payable in 2 years. You can get longer financing. You can work out some terms with them. Financing's all over the place. So I'm just going to use a regular P&I on this and have our monthly debt service be about $6,000 a month. Okay, so $108,000. Our tenant's paying a little over $9,000 a month now. In about 7 months, they'll be paying another $600, $6,500 more a year. Okay, so this gives us about $36,000 a year, or 8% return on our money. Now, depending on our financing and our equity buildup and ownership, how we take that, this would be a total return, okay? Paying down some of that loan every year, and that would give us a total of almost a 9% return before taxes, before that we can take any write-offs, depending on what tax bracket we're in. So this is our deal point. I don't hardly ever see anything with a 9.5 cap anymore. Multifamily, you're looking at 4.5 to maybe 6 if you're lucky, and you really work that deal. So this is a great little property. I believe it's in pretty good condition. I've seen some pictures of the exterior. I don't know what the interior looks like, but the tenant's been there a while, and they maintain the property as they should. All right, guys, so what did you think of this property analysis? Is this something that you would jump on? Is this something that kind of gets the juices flowing? Now, I don't think that this is more market specific. This is more of what type of tenant it is why these numbers are where it is. So you're going to have to go, like I said earlier, with private funding, hard money, or all cash. There's no conventional financing for this deal at all. But reach out to me if you want to know some of these specific deal points. I'd love to chat with you. Maybe there's something you're looking for along these lines. But like I said, this one isn't going to last long, so you need to reach out to me quick. So hope you guys are having a great time in lockdown. I'm trying to make the best of it. We'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day.